I'm Jordan Ruderman for Time Out New York On Demand. I'm at the Brooklyn Botanic Garden. The Brooklyn Botanic Garden is a wonderful destination that has something for everyone all year round, whether you're a native New Yorker or just visiting Brooklyn for the first time. So let's go inside and take a tour. It's beautiful up here. Tell me about the lily pool.
It is truly outstanding. One of the entrances to the garden is here on Lily Pool Terrace, and I often say when you come in it's like going from black and white into color because it is absolutely outstanding. And also from our education department, we have a lot of people who take classes here in drawing and in watercolor, so it's very inspiring for them to come down and be able to paint these beautiful, beautiful flowers.
So for the gardeners and the young Monets alike, it's a great place to hang out.
And for romantics.
Of course. Flowers are perfect for the romantics.
This was the first garden that was designed for the sight impaired. So if you go around in this garden, you can then reach out and smell the leaves and use your sense of smell and touch. Also, the plants are all labeled in Braille. And it's just a beautifully designed garden. It's an intimate garden. We showcase all of the plants in every season that are distinguished by their scent.
So, Leanne, we're standing outside the Palm House. Is that correct?
Yes, this is the world-famous Zagat-rated Palm House at Brooklyn Botanic Garden.
Well, let's go inside and take a look. It's really quite magical in here, even during the day.
It's magical at all times in every season. You have the beauty of the garden that you can look out on with the beautiful sounds of the fountain. And in the evening, you can see the twinkling of the lights, which makes it really special. So anytime a visitor comes here to have either a buffet lunch or a box lunch, it's really an enchanting experience.
Tell me about the Shakespeare Garden.
Well, this was also one of the first here at Brooklyn Botanic Garden, and this was built in the 1920s, and it was all the craze then to have a Shakespeare-inspired garden. The plants are labeled, and then in addition to that, there's also some of the text from the sonnets or the plays or the poems, so it's a really engaging kind of garden. It's very sweet.
We're standing in front of the first Japanese garden designed in North America. Pretty amazing, and we have it right here in Brooklyn.
It's absolutely beautiful in any season. I think the high time for this garden is in the spring when you can see behind you these beautiful weeping cherry trees, and they're reflected in the water. The conifers that are in here are done in the cloud style of pruning, so you can imagine in the winter when the snow is on top of them how gorgeous it is.
It's not often that you find celebrities growing in the garden. Tell me about this path.
Well, this is a very unique path here at Brooklyn Botanic Garden. It's actually a joint project between the Brooklyn Borough President and the garden. So it's a great way for visitors as well as residents, and especially children, I think, to be able to come to the garden and take a walk and see some of the famous people who were either born or flourished here in this borough.
Yeah, not everything that grows in Brooklyn is a plant.
That's right. We have the artists that flourish here as well.
Exactly.
One of the things that we hope to achieve when visitors come into our herb garden is that they would see plants, herbs, things that they might have had when they grew up. Well, so we want them to experience something that they may have known from their childhood or something from their native country.
So I feel like I'm in Italy. Why is that?
This is the Osborne Garden here at Brooklyn Botanic Garden. This is really one of the most beloved gardens. And the reason why you feel like you're in Italy is because this is done in the Italianate style. There's not a lot of flowers in here, so we have a lot of the green. We have the conifers in between, and you'll see in the broad scope that we have our azalea bushes, and it's all bordered by the pergolas that are covered in wisteria in the spring.
Love wisteria.
And also many of our cherry and apple trees that are here.
What makes this rose garden so special?
The Cranford Rose Garden at Brooklyn Botanic Garden is one of the world's premier rose gardens. So we have specimen roses that are here. We have hybrid roses here. So people can come and learn about the history and the beauty of the rose. The peak time to come would be maybe the end of May, June through July. And then again, we get another pop in the fall, September, October time. But it's always beautiful to walk through here and see the beauty of the roses along with some of the clematis. So what's unique about our conservatories, besides all the wonderful and amazing plants that are in them, is that there are 3 separate areas. So you can visit the tropical pavilion, the desert pavilion, or the warm temperate pavilion. And we always have an art gallery that has some beautiful fine art with interpretation of nature.
Scott, tell us, why should everyone come to the Brooklyn Botanic Garden?
Well, in any season, this is just an extraordinary place by any standard. We're here in summer on the lily pool terraces with water lilies and everything out here. In the spring, cherry blossoms and magnolias. In the fall, great fall color. There's just so many great gardens. The Japanese garden, the rock garden, the fragrance garden, you name it, there's a lot for everyone.
I've had an amazing time here at the Brooklyn Botanic Garden. You can see why it's a cultural destination for people from all over the world. The Brooklyn Botanic Garden should be on your must-see list when you visit the heart of Brooklyn.
Pick up your copy of Time Out New York magazine at Universal News.
Look for Dr. Prager's Sensible Foods in the frozen food section of your local supermarket. Sensible food never tasted this good.